who was fighting? Who's fighting to not to be African?
First, I think we're fighting ourselves. Like, we fight because of like this. You mentioned it earlier. I think you said it perfectly. Like the whole concept of me being Congolese, even.
Yes. And you're Congolese.
I'm Congolese. I was born in Congo. Yeah.
Okay.
And that whole concept is just something that was a title that was being put onto the people. It's not coming from like Zambia, like all of these countries. The names that were given to them. Right?
Yes.
And the one that I have an issue with the most, like, have you heard of Lake Victoria?
Yes.
What was it called before?
The name sick me, but I have heard it. No.
It's similar like Africa, you know what I mean? Like we were called
me.
something before. You got coming from. But these things change over time.
Content over everything.
And it's not to do with language really.
Yes.
It's not to do with really people changing because the languages are changing.
Yes.
And people are forgetting certain things as well.
No, I agree.
You're having to adapt to it.
I agree. We started on this debate the other day. I am not of the opinion that, based upon what I've studied, that Africa is a name given to us by European people. Yes. But that idea has been debunked because he was named after the place.
He was named after the place, but then he colonized it.
But the point is that the place was not named after him.
Afraia, they call it. But it was known as the place of Kush. It was
That was one part.
as Ethiopia.
The problem with all of this
was
here.
the biggest kingdom
But
in that time.
but
Because Makeda and Menelik, they ran it because what happened was the Egyptians got wiped out. So then it left Makeda and to rule over Africa after they went. So Israel basically went back to their place, Solomon, David, and then Ethiopia became its main predecessor of Africa. So they call it Kush.
Yeah, but the idea of the fact that Africa was a name that was imposed on us by Europeans, as an identity, is one that I don't agree with.
But do you agree that it was called Kush?
The whole of Africa
Was called Ethiopia.
There
had various names to it. I would say
there
it was called Ethiopia.
But it was predominantly owned by the Ethiopians.
By the people that were
there was a
living
point at
like
which I agree that there was a point at which Africa as a continent was generically called Ethiopia. I think that was
and by the way,
more recent in history,
just to say, by other people,
1800s.
What we can
Africans
understand.
never call themselves Ethiopian. We never put labels on ourselves.
But this is the point.
That's the thing. Always, other people come in and look like, okay, those are Africans, those are Ethiopians. They burn face.
But we
but
say
it's
these
that
things.
we don't identify that way.
But we say-
mate, the problem with this is like anything. We identify with the planet at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We're very naturalistic people.
Yeah.
Okay, so this whole concept of labels and saying we are this, it divides people. We are anti that. We've always been anti all these divides people, human beings in general.
Human being.
Can I say
In
something
general,
about
it's
nature now?
not to do with black, it's not to do with black or white. It divides people.
But tell me the circumstance then under which we began to identify as Africans.
Okay, for example, like you talk about Kush and all these various ancient civilizations.
Yes.
These are the latest, they almost at the latter part of when that whole continent is starting to crumble down.
Yes.
Because people were unified at one point.
Yes.
Then
What did you say? People were unified at one point,
like I said, I can't give you a date. Either.
But we're just establishing the idea that people were unified at one point. But what I'm saying to you is the identity of Africans. At what point did that become, and who, if somebody imposed it on us, when did that imposition come from?
I can't tell you exactly who, because I'm not learning to that. I don't like to say certain things I don't know. So I don't want to just tell you I don't know.
But this is the point I'm trying to
But
make.
in the same time, like I said, I know for a fact that people in Africa, for example, just using the word Africa itself. I know I heard you talk about how that's not even a European word, it's an African word.
There are various different origins.
But when it comes to like languages altogether, the oldest language in Africa is a click language. It's all click sound. So what people would have called themselves would have been a click sounding name.
Yeah, that's fine. But I don't have a problem with any of that.
Exactly.
Right? But I'm saying that we understand that language and even names for identities evolve over time. I don't have a problem with that.
Those are very important, bro.
But I'm not disputing that, right? My issue is that
when I say my point, because he wanted to get a couple questions, because I had a question just to answer what you were saying. We are all diverse, because obviously, how do you know a lion from a leopard? They have different strokes. So there's different strokes for different folks.
But they're all called feline. But they're all called feline.
But they're all called
Cats,
felines. But they are different versions.
Of the
leopards, panthers,
There's no problem with
cheetahs,
that.
lions.
Yeah?
You have to know that a lion is not going to sleep with a cheetah. A cheetah's gonna deal with a cheetah. A lion's gonna deal with a lion. That's what I
Right.
want to say.
But you know, so you have within that lion family as well. There's various shades.
But this is the point.
I just wanted to
What I
say-
don't understand
we're
though
not
is
the
that
same.
when it comes to
No, we're all
identifying,
human beings.
Hue means
so
to
why?
have colour.
So why? Does,
Hue
why
means
does
to have
that?
colour.
You know, we
So-
haven't progressed in
Yeah.
15 minutes, right?
Yeah, no,
so there has to be a purpose. So
no.
let's establish your purpose of what you're saying.
The point of
And what's your end goal?
my end goal is that people should try to identify with being human first.
So
Instead of identify with being
why
black,
is that,
African,
but why
Christian,
is the,
Muslim.
But why is the identification of human superior to the identity
Because
of
it's natural.
African?
Because it's natural.
So why
It
is being an
doesn't-
African not natural?
No. Because it doesn't bring this whole affiliation where I feel like, okay, if I'm not part of the African group, I'm not involved.
Of
Same
what,
when
sorry?
you're not involved with whatever that collective is doing.
But why do
if I'm
other
not part of
people?
the European group, I'm
Right.
not involved.
But the
with what
European
that
group
collective
seems to, everybody seems fine with the fact that there's a European Union and European people organize as European people.
is. Some people are fine with the African Union. There's Pan-African. There's a lot
Right.
of women that
but
try
why
to do
then,
that together.
But why then, when we talk about African people, is there always a question as to the viability of the identification because of the fact that there are differences between African people? I don't understand.
What do you mean verification?
No. Why is there always an issue about the viability of the identification of African simply based upon the fact that there are differences between African people? It doesn't make any sense to me. Everybody else can have differences but still have an identity that unifies them.
Yes.
Yeah? So why can't African people understand that there are differences among us, yeah, but still have an identity that unifies us? What's the problem with that?
There's no problem personally for me,
So this
and they've done that. They've done so as well under that same name.
This is
But,
what- exactly.
but we know that also there's problems with that.
And you know, and
What-
you know-
where?
There's various
What-
problems,
what-
and problems are not bad.
You know,
Problems
something
are there for solutions.
So now the solution is, I'm going to just come right back to the situation. The conclusion of the whole matter is to follow the law, statutes, and the commandments that was given to us by the Most High.
No, but like I said,
Do you know, no,
for me
because I'm
personally,
going to
for me,
say,
like I said,
because what that's saying is saying that there's a nation, and in that book, there's a nation that says these are the Ethiopians,
Yeah.
these are the Egyptians, these are the Israelites, these are the Greeks, these are the Romans, these are the
And that-
Italians.
and those are
They
divide and conquer
and
tactics,
they
bro.
are nations. You can say that they're divide and conquer tactics, but what I'm saying is the lion is not going to deal with a leopard coming into his pride. The leopards better stay in the jungle, and I'm going to stay in the pride lands. That is the diverse sort of it.
This is what I don't understand. Alright, this is my thing, innit? Yeah?
you good?
Let's say, right, that we understand here that there are differences among African people, yeah? But the origin, which is what we discussed the other day, this brother coming to me talking about what we discussed the other day still.
What label thing?
Yeah. Kinda, but differently, yeah?
What's his angle?
He has to explain it himself, yeah? But my thing is here, that when it comes to the idea of us unifying under an umbrella, yeah, there's a purpose behind it, right? And I'm saying that unless we understand the purpose, yeah, I don't understand why people don't identify the purpose and then say what you're saying, that it separates us from the rest of the human family and it separates us from and we never identify that there's differences
Things
between
are
us.
done over and over again
But
throughout
who?
history.
No.
From
Us identifying. Can I just say before you? Us identifying as African is not what separates us from the human family. Listen, one part of us. Because you said, at one point, there was a unity in the continent. All right. Us, first of all, identifying as African was an attempt to re-establish that unity. Secondly, to form a power base from which to fight off those who are trying to continue to oppress and colonize us. Yeah? So when you're talking about the unified definition of Africanness, bringing all of us together under one banner, yeah, you can see, especially throughout the history of the last 100 years or so, that has been consistently used to unify us for the sake of throwing off certain elements of oppression, be they colonization, neo-colonization, slavery, whatever it is.
No, but that's the narrative. Doesn't mean that's what the fact is. Because it depends on how far you go. Because I'm sure like Africa was known for all these great things, empires, and going around the world spreading.
Explain to me how what I'm saying is wrong.
Timbuktu has always been
How you doing, brother?
the
You
place
alright,
where everybody else went to learn. Places like Socrates, people went to Alexandria.
But how
to
does
go and learn
that
as well.
change what I'm saying?
Can I
No,
clarify
because
what
the end
both
of
of you are
the
saying
no,
with something
one
from the
thing.
Bible? When you
Because
finish,
it's a
I'm gonna
narrative
say
that's
something.
actually being pushed out.
What
The
narrative?
can change.
What narrative?
Of Africa being the place that people are struggling or oppression at the end of the day. It's a new narrative that's been pushed out.
Hey,
I didn't say.
hey.
All right, so I'm going to clarify what both of you are saying. Something in the scriptures. All right, so I'm going to
Next time
clarify.
you buy one, buy two, bro.
This is Psalms 83, verse 1.
How is that going to clarify?
No, it's going to clarify what they're saying.
that can't
because it's
clarify.
our ancestors.
That can't
Our
clarify.
ancestors have clarified
That
things
cannot
and
clarify.
documented things.
No, it can't clarify.
divisions already.
Brother,
Division.
brother,
But let's give him
what
his
you're
respect to
saying-
finish his
You're
thing, man.
making
We're not arguing
You're
right
making
here.
a lot of sense. He needs to reply to the substantive argument
I
you
hear what you're
raised.
saying.
You need to reply to exactly what he is saying.
But why are you coming in this
Reply
conversation?
to
I see you wandering around. Now
reply
you
to
come
what he is saying. Reply to what he is saying.
let him
He knows
say
who he's talking to. He knows who he's talking to.
Hey, yo, this is what I was saying before you got here. So let me keep getting on to what I was saying.
You're slowing them down.
No, I'm
You're
not.
slowing
I'm
them
going to
down.
say what David said. There was David and Solomon, and they were kings known on this earth. And this is the kings of our people, the Israelites. And it says in Psalms 83,
Israelites.
verse 1, keep not thy silence, O God, hold not thy peace, be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, a prison, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head, like they cut off John the Baptist's head and lifted it in the air. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, like how they've got EUs and United Nations. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have consulted against thine hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They have taken crafty counsel together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, the tabernacles of Ishmael, the tabernacles of Moab, the tabernacles of the Hamites. There's all of these different nations have come together to make sure that we are suppressed. We feel the jail cells.
That's on point.
We
That's
feel
on
the
point.
we feel the mental
Uncle, that's on
institutions.
point. You don't
We
think
feel
that
that-
No, that's
discrimination-
not on point at
That's
all.
on point.
That's entirely
That's on point.
irrelevant.
That's on
No,
point.
man, respect what he just said.
But
Yeah.
it's talking about the condition that the people are in.
Yeah.
Whatever the label is,
Uncle, the
you
only-
must say that
Jedi,
we've been. Have they
You
tried
can
to?
apply that if you're a Mongol to the Chinese and the
You
Korean
wouldn't
Maybe
know
you
nomads.
could,
you're
maybe
not
you
an
could,
Israelite.
but it can
No,
apply
if
to
you're
us.
an Israelite,
You would know our condition.
Israelites.
But I would say I'm not Israelite.
Israelites.
But uncle,
I would say I'm not Israelite either.
No, not Israelites. You're wasting our time.
uncle, what I'm saying is though, what I'm saying
You're
is,
wasting
what I'm saying, can I
African
say
time.
something?
You're wasting African time.
What I can see,
I don't do the Bible.
1 second. The only thing I can say is,
Wasting
uncle,
African time.
this is what I don't get. 1 second. I see this as being, I see this, what's that? Oh, sorry, bro. I see this as being relevant simply because the whole account, no matter what people is talking about, it's still relevant to what everyone is talking about here, where people have taken crafty counsel in order to keep us from a level of nationhood.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah?
I'd
So we
agree.
must all agree with that. Whatever the label
I
is,
agree with
uncle,
that.
come on.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Is it a conspiracy?
I agree with that.
Listen,
Is it a
I
conspiracy,
always
uncle?
like to get to the heart of the matter. This brother is striking at the heart of the matter.
Yeah.
You are not replying to his point. Let
Fair dues.
me
But is
land.
it a conspiracy,
Let
though,
me
uncle?
land. You're not listening. You see, you're doing it again.
This is where religion comes in, you know. Uncle's not gonna, uncle's gonna ignore what he said because of religion.
Jedi, hold on. You're making
You gotta fly
points.
straight, uncle.
You're making an argument for
understand what he's saying.
Pan-African unity.
I understand what he's saying. I understand what he's saying.
You're making a point for Pan-African unity.
Yes.
He's made
I'm making a point for human unity. That's
Yeah,
all.
but I'm
You
saying-
have not replied to him.
Against the hidden ones.
No.
I don't know. I found it strange that his whole thing, what he just said was kind of
African unity.
flipped over.
Can I say,
Even if you don't think you're an
Can I say,
Israelite,
I understand what Uncle is saying. Yeah,
he's saying that
I-
people
I-
are
I-
actually sitting
yes,
down in
no,
meetings
but at the same
keep
time,
us
I
from
understand-
having a nation.
I understand what.
That's something that we all should be agreeing with.
I agree. But I understand what the brother.
Can't support it because
when the
he's an
brother comes
Israelite.
in, yeah,
And you're a
I
Muslim.
wouldn't
Your
use
religion.
the Israelite designation and the kind of things there. That's not my thing in it. But I understand the allegory. If you look at it allegorically,
Yeah.
where it fits in, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, my problem is that whenever we begin to talk about African nationhood, somebody brings something in to say that but Africans are all different people, and Africans are all different. And I'm saying that the reality is that these things are a given. There is no nation
I
on the
disagree
planet.
with the statement that you
Right.
read, even though the labels may be.
There are no nations on the planet here. For example, this is Britain. In Britain, you have English, you have Welsh, you have Scottish, yeah, and whatever. But they're generally not a problem, yeah, not to say they have differences, they have arguments.
They got big problems.
No,
bro.
they have problems. But I'm saying they're organised as a nation under British, and they operate like that. Yeah, it's the nation operates as a British nation.
How do you respond to that?
So I'm saying
Africa is doing that.
no, I'm not saying that.
And Irish as
African
well.
nations are all dealing with the Chinese right now.
Before there was a crowd, before there was a crowd, we were talking about the designation of Europe and European. Yeah,
I'm just happy because all you brothers are going to be in the G circle and we're all going to chop it up on a unity. And this is going to be epic.
gang.
Dan Juma in the middle. I'm excited.
My point is that when you talk about Europe,
some more truth. This is where the G circle.
Even
hold on, wait, you talk about?
My issue is at the end of the day, before you're African, before you're African, you're human.
There is no before I'm an African.
No, before they called you African, you're already a human being. You're already a man. All I'm saying is at the end of the day,
what's man? What's man?
Man is what you see a humanoid.
Do you network?
Right, and I'm saying that.
Let's stand this. Do you network with women?
Yes,
So
Right.
but you identify as a man.
So what's man?
So there's a difference, right?
Between man and woman.
Yeah, this is, yeah. So should
So why is it man?
yeah.
I said human. I said for you, you're a man.
Yeah.
Before we talk about
why,
women,
why before I'm
women,
a, but why am I, why is it before I'm an African? Why can't my Africanness be an expression of my humanity? No
human mean. What does I mean? You make it seem as if like Africa is like, I don't know. There's a definition for what being a human being
just like my manhood,
Humanity is
just
supposed
like
to be
my
what
man,
humanity
just like my manhood is an expression of my humanity. Why can't my Africanness be an expression of my humanity?
So we establish the purpose.
It doesn't come before your humanity.
No, of course.
Why does my humanity come before my Africanness?
Because you were human because they're before African.
Under what context?
What you mean the word?
The word.
The word.
What
Right.
you call it?
So my humanity was there before the word human was there.
Yes.
Right.
100%.
So the point is, we're not dealing with this with the phonetics of the word in my mouth. We're dealing with the concept of what it means. Yeah. What I mean to be an African. Yeah. And I'm saying that there is.
You want to give a definition basically?
No, I'm saying because people seem to think that identifying as African somehow diminishes your humanity.
It doesn't.
No, but this is exactly the point I'm trying to make. Because when you say, that before I'm an African, I'm a human being. By implication of what you're doing. Yeah, and I'm saying that why is it that I must define myself outside of Africanness, or beyond Africanness to be able to accept myself as a human being? Why is not my Africanness, an expression of humanity? Everybody else identifies their culture as an expression of their humanity.
It is an expression of humanity.
So what's the problem?
There's no problem with that. I said,
Fine.
you can do that if you want to, as long as it makes you a better person. It actually
And how does it separate me
gets
from
you
being
to
human?
where you need
How
to
does
be.
me identify being as an African, separate me from being a human being?
It doesn't stop you from being a human being.
Exactly. So what's the problem?
It's just the label that you're using it there.
Answer that. What's the problem? That's the question.
The
That's
problem
the
with that is
question.
that at the end of the day, African, for you to be African, you could be white, you could be Chinese, you could be black, you could be anything you want. So that word does not apply to just one person. It doesn't apply to just one group.
How?
It's ridiculous to say that
When you're born,
African
when
is a
you're
way of
born, you're a
humanity.
human. You're a human
Human
before
being, you're
you
a
are
human being
anything
first.
else.
Before you
When
are
you are
anything
born,
else.
you're born with what?
you
You're
think
born
that
with
this
human
is all part of
earnings.
Africa?
But what you're saying to him,
Listen, we are going to go in. Hold on. We're going to go in circles.
I
right?
should
Hold on,
moderate
wait.
this.
Listen, there is a purpose in identity.
Exactly.
Right? And there's a purpose what we're trying to do.
Exactly.
So regardless of African or teddy bears, we've identified that people who are
There's a
identified as
purpose.
African or black have gone through a particular situation, and we're trying to sort it out. Now, if we can't even get to the room to talk about how to sort it out, because you have to deal with, oh, I'm a teddy bear, I'm African, I'm this. It's going to happen, right?
Right, the reality is,
Are you
sorry,
willing to help? Are you willing to help black people help themselves?
I'm willing to help human beings help themselves.
and this is what I'm
Regardless
saying.
if they're black, regardless if they're
No, I'm saying, hold on.
black people,
No, hold on.
obviously, I will
No,
do that
hold
more
on.
because
No,
I'm around that
Let
community.
me show you something.
You got a problem.
Let me show you something. Hold on, fam.
Yeah, of course.
If a person,
I'm black, so
brother,
I'm gonna
a
help
question
myself.
comes to you, bro. Yeah? If a person was in a wheelchair,
you
right?
agree
hold
with
on,
him?
hold on. If a person was in a wheelchair, right? Listen to the science, right? If a guy was in a wheelchair, and he identifies that he wants to help people in a wheelchair, do you think he was somebody? You know what? I want to help people who have one arm. Right?
One eye, one leg.
One leg. No, because there's a purpose. But how comes when black people try to establish a purpose, meaning we identify that black people are going through something, so we want to find solutions? Why do we have to go? Let's be humanists. Let's help the aliens.
You were human before you was in a wheelchair.
Well, I want you to tell me that because the man in the wheelchair, they don't do that. The Asian community, they don't do that. The woman, they don't do that. But the black people, we do that. Let me know. Go ahead, tell me.
Personally, for me, I think that when people do actually get together and say, you know what, black people actually try to do things together for black people, most of the time within that group themselves, they fight each other. They want to start differentiating what black really means. Because what black to you is completely different what black is to you. The thing what black is to me doesn't mean it should stop either. But at the end of the day, you're going to tell me, okay, because a white person will come and tell me, look at me and be like, okay, if you're black, you have to act this way, you have to be able to do this. Exactly, but at the same time, that's his perception of being black.
But that's not a problem. You know why? It's not a problem.
But like right now, you see,
That's a good thing.
when it comes to your identity, your identity is not to do with
Black people
what
are
your
smart
color
people,
is.
Exactly. Understand what I mean.
We know who black. Hold on. We know who black people are. Because I don't. These conversations are boring to me now, innit? Because we take 1 hour to talk about nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah?
It's
Listen,
true.
when
We all black
the police are there, they will tell you who's black.
Yeah,
They'll tell you who's black.
exactly.
No, but you don't know who black
No,
is.
no, no.
I'm brown, I'm black.
No. This combines.
Okay.
This is why we are failing.
Yeah.
You've identified why we are failing, and you can take yourself out and go, you know what? I'm not black. I'm a teddy bear Moorish, or whatever you want to say.
Could do that.
I only do that,
you're
right?
simplifying.
No. You are simplifying, right?
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
we come together for a purpose.
Yeah.
And any other people group, they understand this reality. We go through something, we find solutions. Black people, we have to add extra this, extra that.
It's
and also
silly. Because all it is, listen, all it is here, you can find terms that we've used to refer to each other and identify the context in which it was used, why it was used. And I'm
you
saying to
using
you,
black as
hold
an
on,
identity.
Hear me.
Same like the Europeans
Hear me.
use
Let me
European as an
finish.
identity.
Let me finish.
I'm going to change the teddy.
Let me finish. Right? We can identify the context in which terms like African was used, to refer to us as a people, yes, and why it was used. Yes, we can identify that, right?
Is it valuable for black people to come together to work on solutions? Is that valuable?
Of course it is.
Right.
How can I say that it isn't?
Then you agree.
So what's the problem?
Because
It's good for every people to come together and do something
what's the
good.
problem? So what's the problem?
You've done it again. You've done it again.
No, I haven't.
Go on.
Okay, ask him this question. Young Bandaka,
Yes, sir.
you got children. You've got children, I've got children, you got children. Right? They're having a sleepover. That means I like them all. Otherwise, I wouldn't have them in my house. Yeah? Your kids, I like his kids. But is it not natural for me to kind of like my kids more? Because these are my children. Isn't that natural? Home is where it starts from. As a people, Marcus Garvey said this. What we have to strive towards, everybody already have it as a default situation. That's their default setting. They don't have to be told this. They know that they like Madnaka's kids. They like this brother's kids. But necessarily you like your children that bit. Let me land. You like yours more. I'm using an analogy. Right? So what I'm trying to say is we have concentric circles of love. You're right? You give your people, you gotta give them that maximum love. Then there's some love left over. The Arabs have a proverb, they put it like this. I'm gonna put it in reverse now. I against my brothers. I and my brothers against my cousins. My brothers and my cousins against the world. What they're showing you is where the priority of the love must stand has to be with the people. The Chinese are doing it. When I was a kid, let me tell you, I'm much older than most of y'all here. I remember the films. There's a laugh at Chinese. We saw films like Bonanza, High Chaparral. The little Chinese guy, Hop Sing, and he running around with a pigtail. Everybody laughed. When I was a kid, we had jokes at school. Chinese never die. Flat nose and chinky eye. We used to laugh at them. Who's laughing at the Chinese now?
And they weren't all the same people.
Who's laughing now?
They're different groups of Chinese.
I agree
exactly.
with most of the things you guys are saying.
You understand? You with
The
me?
issue that I have here is that it's all to do with identity, and we're choosing to initially attach ourselves to this identity of either the labels that have been given by society, really, or in these various things. And we know they have problems anyway.
We can keep a focus. I don't care
Forget the label. Forget whatever label it is. Forget whatever label it is at the moment. For now, right. The concept is we have a group of people, that have a shared heritage and a shared historical experience. Yes. Okay. And they have found, or they are finding ways and means to collectivize to solve certain problems. Yes, they look and they identify. Listen, we all come from the same land. We are different groups of people that come from the same land. Let us unify our efforts to solve our own problems. Yes, that is the concept. What is the problem with people understanding a shared heritage, a shared cultural experience, a shared historical experience, identifying themselves according to that, and acting in ways that reaffirm
Let me tell you
that?
why. Because first of all, we already share one planet, so we share something in culture already. We already share the same air, the same trees. At the end of the day, we already have something that unifies us. We don't need any other little things to be able to put together to say, you know what, we're going to identify under that.
Did that help us in transatlantic
I know
slavery?
that.
Did that help us in transatlantic slavery?
There were black people doing the same thing as well. What are you talking about?
Wait, what are you talking
The fact
about?
that we
No,
breathe the
you say
same
that-
air, did that help us during transatlantic
That's a
slavery?
different conversation.
But guys,
All I'm saying about identity at the end of the day is about what you attach yourself to. So like right now, when I'm saying Africa, you will automatically look at that as like, is this saying it in a positive way or in a negative way?
No, I don't.
Because at the end of the day, because I said that you would do, so maybe subconsciously, but you would do, because you'd be thinking to yourself, okay, you better highlight that my identity
But I'm saying,
in a good way.
but I'm saying, forget
the
that.
way you look at even the word black itself.
Let's put the
you
word,
look at
let's put the term
identity.
Africa to the side for a second. Yeah, let's put the term to the side for a second.
Put black
I'm
aside.
comfortable with the term African, but let's put it to the side for a
comfortable too,
second.
by the way.
Yeah. But let's put it to the side for a second. What I'm saying is, the concept is, yeah, you have a people, yes, that are identifying, yeah, with their shared common ancestry, landmass, culture, and historical experience. Yes, and saying
Based on
we
a
have
smaller
shared-
time scale, by the
we
way.
have a
Those people that you call
That's
Africans have
debate-
been on
that's
Earth for a
debate.
long time,
Come
bro.
on, brother.
I don't know if you're going to bring like, I don't know,
Give him that work. Give
4,000
him that
years.
work, bro.
but that's,
Where you
but
from,
you're
bro?
bringing-
Where you from, bro?
Congo.
Huh? Congo.
But you're bringing. I don't understand the point that you're making. Because you yourself said, you know, yeah, that there was a time when the people of that landmass saw themselves, yeah, as there was a
one
unity,
people, but
as
they
one
didn't-
people.
yes.
You yourself said that.
But they never labeled each
Right.
other anything.
Where is the evidence of that
hold on,
time?
but again,
Where
I
is the
said,
evidence
one
of that
second,
time?
Jadah. But I said, put
Nah,
aside,
man.
put
That's a
aside
fallacy.
the terminology for a second. Yeah, put that aside. Forget the terminology for a
Okay,
second.
then.
All
Are
right.
you aware of that time?
Oh,
When
no,
people on the continent
yeah,
thought they were one?
don't divert the
That's a
thing.
fallacy, bro.
Don't divert
I
the
can't
thing.
get in here.
Don't divert the
They're
thing.
not letting me in here.
Yeah, man.
Don't divert the
That's
thing.
a fallacy,
No,
man.
here I'm saying, right?
Don't build on that fallacy, though.
Hold on.
That's a lie. You like it.
Listen,
It
Jedi.
works with
Hold
your
on,
team.
hold on. No,
That's
wait,
not true.
Jedi. Listen.
Tell me a
Right?
time when the people.
Listen.
Tell me a time when the people on the continent all saw themselves as one.
Jedi,
Show it
listen.
to me.
Listen. Don't divert the thing. Don't divert the thing. Right?
Today's today.
Hold on.
Don't like this
Hold on.
Pan-African thing. Because man comes up with these kind of lies. Bro.
Go on. Finish.
Put aside the terminology for a second. Yes.
When you come with your
And we're dealing with now on the basis, yes,
how you trying to
for
homogenize
unifying
the whole of-
and
the whole
defining
of
an
the
identity.
continent? Trying to homogenize
Yes?
the whole
So we're
of
dealing with.
the-
So I'm saying the people of a landmass, yeah, say we have.
Back on one second. Jedi, I think what he's Jedi.
But
I think what he's talking about from the Jopian perspective of the cultural unity of Black Africa.
Okay, break that
I think
down to
he's
me. I don't understand that.
But
That Jopian thing.
Joe, and check under Joe.
Okay.
He's talking from the perspective.
Can we come back to that? Can we come back to that?
No, I'm just bringing him in.
No, I understand.
So let him understand. There's a level at which he's talking.
Right, can
I'm sure before people migrated outside of
can we come back to
Africa, they were
that?
united under one thing, right?
Can we come back? No, but can we
There
come
were
back to that?
Because we know that obviously
before that.
human beings spread over what you don't know the world, right?
What, on the whole planet, on the whole continent.
When they first began, before they
don't know when they
separated
first
and went
began.
out and then
Stop
they
that.
started
Stop
going
that.
into
Nobody
different
does.
family of
Nobody
humans.
All of this is logical fallacies.
No, you can't
no one
say
knows
it's a-
when.
you can't say it's a
Nobody
fallacy.
knows when
You
the
can't say it's a
people.
fallacy.
All right,
But hold on,
one second.
wait, no, wait.
He made a comment. He said when the
But we're
people
going
first
somewhere
began.
different right now. We're going somewhere different right now.
Yeah,
Hold
and
on.
I said that's a
But
logical
Jedi,
fallacy.
we're going
Am I
somewhere
wrong?
different right now because to me,
Who knows when the
that's
people
not
first-
important.
What date?
To me,
Say that again?
What date?
It
It's the
don't
work of
matter.
Sheikh Anthony Diop.
Okay, who is he?
We're
Was he
diverting
someone
the
that thousands
Does
of thousands
anyone
of
here
years
know
old?
Sheikh
He was
Anthony
alive
Diop?
to know them people then.
Say that again?
No, that's
What did
no,
he
we're
do?
going
Is
to
that
different
what he
things.
did?
We're going to different things. We're going to
Bro, what are
different
you not
things.
talking about, bro? Stop worshipping people's
right,
ideas.
we're going
bro.
to different things.
Let's
We're going
get
to
real.
different things. We're going to
You
different
don't know
things.
when life even began on that continent. Let's be real, man.
It's
Not chatting shit.
It's a credible
don't matter.
theory.
It
That's
don't
what we're
matter.
talking
That's
about.
what
It's a credible
Stop
theory.
helping our people.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Stop
This is
Who credited it?
it's a
This
diversion.
guy.
It's a diversion.
It ain't a diversion.
No, we are. We're diverting. We're
saying that there was
diverting.
one time when the continent was unified and had one thought process.
Jedi, that's
a diversion.
that's
not about-
that's not what
it's
we're
not
debating.
about unifying. That's not what it's
That's not what we're debating.
That's what you just
That's
said.
not what we're debating.
That's what you just
But
said.
that's not the debate. You don't have to accept that
When was
idea.
the debate? You both
Start
said
with
it.
your people first.
What
You
he
start
said
with
is
your
that there
people
was a
first.
time when they were one group of family, i.e. one people.
On the whole
and
continent.
then they went away, right?
On the whole continent, you mean?
Say that again?
You mean on the whole continent was one family? family. No, lies.
Do you know what? Let me dead this here. Let me dead this here.
There was a
Because
time
the reality
when
is,
people on the continent was one family.
the reality is that the idea that everybody on the continent was always separated is a theory in and of itself. Yeah, that's the reality. Yeah, so it don't matter. It don't make a difference. The fact of the matter is, yeah, what is the problem? Yeah? Even if what Jedi saying is correct, that there was never a point in history. Hold on, let me finish. Right? There was never a point, even if we accept, that the people of the continent of Africa
have never been united.
Never in history.
So then they never will be.
Were united.
They never will be.
That's not true.
No, hold on.
That's not true.
Let's say, but let's say it's true. Let's say it's true for argument's sake.
Okay, name me a continent that is united as
Let's
one.
say it's true for argument's sake.
Name me a continent that's united
Jedi.
as
You see what I'm
one.
saying? We're doing it for no reason. Let's say it's true for argument's sake. Let's say that those people.
Everyone's silent.
Let's say
Why is
those
everyone
people.
silent?
Let me finish in it.
So what are you basing
I
this
did actually give
utopia
you.
on?
I did actually give you a
Man
theory.
can't
You're not
finish.
basing this
Man
utopia
can't
on
finish.
Say that
of a
again?
continent that's all
Man
united.
can't finish.
Where is it?
You know it's
No
a man
one
can't
said
finish.
Show me what we're basing
No
it
one
on.
said
You know it's a man can't finish.
What? Someone gonna say Lemuria. And someone's gonna say Atlantis or something.
One time, yeah? Oh,
You know it's a man can't finish.
This argument is a moderation.
You know it's a man can't finish.
I'm
not being rude.
You know it's a man can't finish.
That's a good point, right?
But you know it's a man
That's a
can't
good
finish.
point,
though.
yeah?
So the migration of Africa didn't
You know it's a man
happen.
can't finish.
Migration.
I'm not
You
saying
know it's a man
They
can't
would
finish.
have had
I'm
to
saying,
come from one source.
But
You
you
know why they
you know it's a man
divided
can't
into different
finish.
families.
For you to say migration,
You know it's a man can't
you would have to know
You know
that
it's a man
Africa
can't
is
finish.
ground zero. You have to know
I
that.
know it's
gave
a
you the
man can't
person
finish.
who did the theory on why Africa is
Bro,
ground zero.
I hear about the
Because there's
theory.
a
I
definition
hear about the
of
theory. But there's a theory that we all came from Hyperborea.
You know
There's a
it's a man
theory.
can't
Where's the
Listen,
evidence for that?
listen.
Where's the evidence for that?
Baba, I beg you listen, bro.
You know it's a man
If you
can't
want to
finish.
hear what I'm saying,
Man wants to
you
listen to me, but I ain't listening. You know.
I'm listening.
But you're not
You
though.
just don't like it.
You're not
As soon as it
listening.
goes against what you're not saying,
no,
I'm making pure sense.
No, you're not listening.
Bruv,
Because to
man,
me,
you tried to build on a fallacy, and I told
No,
stop you right
It wasn't a
there.
fallacy.
No, but-
It was.
To you, it's a fallacy.
It was.
That's the problem.
That's the
It
point
wasn't
I'm
a
making.
fallacy,
No,
bro.
but
Give me the evidence.
it don't matter.
Give me the evidence.
It don't matter,
You
my
said
G.
at one time
It don't matter.
everyone in Africa was
It
one
don't
family.
matter.
Yes. Where's the evidence?
I don't have to give you the evidence,
Fam,
really.
you agree with it.
Where's the truth in
You
it?
disagree with it. It don't matter. It don't matter. Let me finish saying what I'm saying.
Let this brother get to where he's
Let me
going.
finish saying what I'm saying.
Let this brother get to where he's going.
A man don't want to finish saying what I'm saying, you know.
Six different families.
A man don't want me to finish what I'm saying.
Is this including?
Yeah.
Is this including?
A man don't want me to finish, you know.
Including Neanderthal.
Please.
A man don't want me to finish.
Was the African family?
I know it's in it.
Let this brother get to where he's
You
going.
don't want to listen.
Please.
What can I say? You don't want to
Please
listen.
disagree, right? Please let this man get to where he's going. Just so he can make his
I hear
point.
you, I hear you.
There is a purpose. At the end of the history.
That's
Please,
enough.
woman here.
Make
Everyone,
your point
please.
quick, bro.
Let's go.
Because
Everyone,
you do
please.
this,
Let
you
the
sit
man
up on the
speak.
mic,
Fam, don't try
and you
it.
try to bat away anyone else to make it any sense. And it's like, oh, I'm not making
Make
my
your point quick, you know.
No, make your point.
Bear
Make your
contention
point.
about
No,
me.
let him make his point. Let him
Let's
make
say,
I step back, let me get in.
Let's say-
Step back, let me get in.
Right.
his point. Let him make his point. Let him make his
Right.
point.
Let's say for argument's sake that Jedi is correct, yeah? Right, because this is the theory as well. For argument's sake. Right, for argument's
I
sake.
never gave you no theory.
Right? No.
That's a lie.
There was never a point, yeah? It's a theory. It's
not
an
theory.
idea.
I
Right.
never gave you no
Let's
theory.
say Jedi's idea is correct.
Not an idea
Right?
either.
For whatever. It's an idea, bro.
You have the ideas
It's an
and the
idea.
theories.
It's an idea. Fine, let's say Jedi's fact. It's
I never said
written
it's a
in
fact. You're mislabeling what I'm saying to you. I'm questioning a fact that my man put forward.
Fine,
But can we just
the
suggest-
idea? Oh, but it's not important to listen. Oh, no, wait.
Because no, we're getting lost. We're getting
No,
lost.
no,
We're
no.
getting
No,
sidetracked.
you're
We're
getting
getting sidetracked on this
Stop
idea that
saying.
he talked about utopia. He never talked about utopia. He talked about identification
Yeah, let the man
when they
make his point.
identified as one people. That's not utopia. So where utopia came from, I don't know.
I will give my 2 pence in once the floor is clear.
utopia
But right
had
now
nothing
it's
to do
We've got
with
two
messy.
ideas on the
Go on.
table. One saying that Africans identified as one people.
One family
right?
before they
Hold on.
migrated.
The other saying that they did not. Yeah?
No,
Fine.
no one's saying they did not. Man is saying, where is the proof that they did?
I gave you.
It's not
You never
important.
gave me proof. You said
It's
shake,
not important.
that's not proof.
It's not important.
Shake
Let's say.
Anthony.
Shake Anthony's proof.
Let's say.
Shake
Let us
Anthony's
say.
I'll wait
proof.
until the gentleman's finished and then I'll give you the proof. I'll give you the
Let the man
proof.
make his point.
Let's say that they did not. Yeah? The people of this continent did not identify as one people. Let's say that was the case. Let's say that these people get to a point, yeah, in their history and in their development, whereby they decide, for whatever reason, yes, to adopt a unified identity. Like I said, put aside a specific terminology at the moment. And they decide, listen, we of this place, yes, have experienced these things, yes, and have these commonalities, yes, and we decide, yeah, that we believe is beneficial to move forward under a unified sense of who we are, recognizing that you have a particular heritage and I have whatever, right? There are differences that exist among us, yeah? But we have this umbrella that we're going to unify around. What is the problem with that?
There's no problem with that at all. But all I'm saying is, the whole concept of African, what do you call it, culture.
Where did that happen?
Comes
Okay,
from
there's no problem
everywhere.
with that
Comes from
idea.
everywhere.
Okay,
There's no problem with that idea, but now what I'm not getting a chance that
That's all I'm
he
saying.
said, I'm going to address what Jedi said.
Where did it happen?
Yeah?
That's what I
Where-
was saying.
You did. You said
No.
Jed's idea.
No,
Then
I
you
know.
said
I
Jedi's
said,
facts, then you
let's
said
say what you're
Jedi's
saying,
theory.
fine. No, but I was suggesting what the brother said.
Limitation. Didn't the Europeans do that when they went for the scramble for Africa?
Say again.
Did they not all combine under one flag to go and scramble for Africa?
Yeah.
They stopped all their warring, they stopped all their civil war, and decided
that's
together.
unified.
Wait, they decided together that they had a common struggle, that they were then going to go for Africa.
Yes.
So that theory already has limitations.
What
Why
theory,
are we
sorry?
going to repeat it?
What theory, sorry?
Why are we going to repeat? You said what is the problem with that? With
Yes.
people doing that,
So
getting
you're
a common
equating
experience? No.
Europeans unifying to colonize Africa with Africans unifying to throw off oppression. Is that what you're equating?
Africans have never at all ventured across the sea and taken over certain European tribes. Never.
What are you talking about?
No.
You lot
Because
and
you,
you
for
lot
some
are
reason, are
picking and-
separating the actions of
picking and
Europeans
choosing what
to
part of
Africans and
history
saying that.
I am
Wait.
saying, you made a comparison.
Can we
You made
get a conversation
but
going
we
as
made a
opposed to
comparison.
siding?
Well, we
Yeah,
clearly,
then add to
we
it.
clearly have been around Europe and colonized and taken over. So
Absolutely.
I don't know what part of history you're cherry picking from. That's what I'm saying, fam.
What's
You must know that,
cherry
fam.
picking? What's cherry picking? You didn't even let me finish.
No, I'm agreeing with what you're saying.
You didn't even let me land. You didn't even let me land.
No, he's
You didn't even let me land.
No, he's saying that we have. He's saying that we have.
Yeah, you didn't even let me land.
He's saying that we have. He's saying that we have.
You didn't even let me land. So what was the point of me doing that?
You're saying that we're fighting against the idea. No one's fighting against the idea.
No, that's
we're
not
not
what I
trying to
said.
copy that idea.
That's not what I said.
We're not trying to copy that idea.
That was not my point.
That's what you said,
No,
fam.
that wasn't
That's
my
what you
point.
said.
No,
fam.
he's saying.
My point
that
is-
the identification. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Go.
Right? If you're saying that because Europeans unified under a
Not
collective
just
identity-
Europeans, but go on.
Yeah, but at the time. Yeah, so we're talking about Berlin Conference, 1884, 1885.
Yeah.
Unified for the purpose of colonizing Africa. Why would Africans repeat that unification process?
Not why would Africans
Yes.
repeat it. I can see the sentiment and the benefit of doing so.
Right.
But the thing is, you're not taking into account the limitations that if you do that, we might have a pendulum swing where we end up being the oppressors that we're trying to fight.
On what? It's what I'm trying to say. On what basis? On what basis do you decide that that's going to be happening?
I'm not saying it's going to
Because
happen,
I'm saying-
but the thing is, you're painting this idea that if we do that, right, then everything will be fine
No,
and dandy.
you're-
What I'm trying to say is you need to... Wait, give me 2 seconds. Let me land. Let me finish. Let me finish. You just don't want...
Listen,
No.
You're trying to romanticize the idea. You're trying to romanticize it so much.
Romanticization.
Wait, go on. Let me finish.
Are you serious? But the human family is not romantic. But the humanity is not romantic.
You lot are not going to
But
stand on one
Africa,
page.
the concept of humanity
You got
coming
the
together.
Hebrew
It's
Israelite, you got the
it has
Muslim,
flaws anyway.
Christian.
It always has flaws.
Go on.
Here's what we're here. We were talking about supporting black businesses, right? We were here because we're talking about supporting black businesses.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And then you go, why black? Why black? That's
It's good.
yeah. So that's where we were. So for me, all this isn't relevant, right? Because this is what black people do. It's like intellectual masturbation. But really, there's a purpose. The purpose is we're trying to support people who look like us, who go through the same situation because they're going through hard times, right? So you know what? Forget the past. Today we are identifying as something. Black people speak black. We come together on the black or teddy bear, whatever. To
It's not solution orientated at all. This is all about Pan-African
ideology like Christianity.
Teddy bear.
fanaticism.
Teddy bear.
People that are
But if you don't
attached
take it as an ideology like that, there's
identity.
no problem with you at all whatsoever.
can't
Because
just
at the end of the day, it's
You
just
have to be fair. You can't just lay
And
all the
it's
time
all
every time. There's
It
different
has to be
mods
teddy
all
bear.
the time.
Here's why it's
We're
teddy bear,
gonna be
right?
together as
Because
Raven, I respect you,
Say
but
it,
you need to give other people the chance to actually speak. There are different modules in every Jedi, and you have to understand. He comes at a different approach, you come at a different approach. You have to hear each other out. You can't just label him and take it.
Where's my
So when we're talking about this theory, like we were saying,
I'm saying we're teddy bears. It's not you. We're
no, I'm
teddy
talking about
bears.
the module, the theory, everything like
here's
that.
what it
The
is, right?
approach I'm talking about.
Here's what it is, right?
Like his approach, right?
We
There are
would be here
certain
for 2 hours talking about black, white, teddy bears, right? But there was a purpose. The purpose is we identify that the people who are identified as black have gone through something, and we're trying to work a solution measures to fix it. Now, the conversation, the actual context was supporting black businesses, right? And then I was giving examples. And then Kumbaya came out like, why don't you help everyone? I go, we do by definition. I'm saying, I will buy Chinese food, I'll buy Arab food, but I'm saying I'll be dedicated to fixing the black economy, or the African economy, or the Hebrew economy, whatever it is, in the local area today, right? So I see you black, I see you black, we talk about experiences and work on solutions. All the other historical stuff, all it does is take you out of
I did, man. These men are moving. You're coming from. People in the working class. Period.
How is help defined? How is help defined?
This is all about
define help.
romanticism.
So define help, right? Define help is by having like institutions.
You know what this is? This reminds me of fantasy football.
Raven.
If you get Ian right and you mix him with this one,
I've been coming to the park here for about a month now, and every time I've come and somebody brings up the issue of black unity, somebody brings in some separation tactic. It happens consistently.
No, because
hold on.
You don't understand. You're separating people already from the get-go.
It happens.
You're already doing it yourself. So are you? I don't know if you're gonna be upset that somebody else is doing the same thing as well, bro.
Please.
Come on, bro.
Please. No, because your perception is that having a unified African identity, separates us from being able to be human and humanitarian. I'm saying, hold on, and I'm saying that is your imposition on the team.
Fair enough.
Right? I am saying that if you look at any movement that has identified and sought to unite
in the unity of our
African.
G-Circle!
But G-Circle's a label, my G. Right?
What was that? Let's do that. My black brothers.
Under the G-Circle. But not African, but G-Circle. Right? It's funny to me. It's funny. It's a joke. Right? But every time we have a subject here that speaks to unifying African people, black people, somebody says, but hold on, what's this label about though? But hold on.
All lives matter.
All
lives matter.
What about the rest of humanity? And whatever. And I'm saying, but hold on. What is the problem? We understand that we as a people have gone through certain things. 1 second. We have a situation here whereby we have a diaspora of African people. Yes? And historically speaking, the movements that have sought to liberate us here have identified under certain things. Okay? They have tried to unify, right? They have tried to unify our cultural identification for the sake of unifying our political projections, our economic projections, and so on and so forth.
Cultures came from those people that moved to Africa. The original human being is the one that came with all these cultures. And every other human being that came after him learns from that first one anyway. So when you say, okay, it is the African person, we all actually really are African, really, if we're going to look at from that point. Because you do a DNA test. I'm going to take your point. And it's going to have like maybe 10% of African. I'm going to take your point. It's not African anymore.
I'm going to take your point. I'm going to take your point.
So that's what I'm saying.
So we shouldn't.
We gain trust for no reason. We put ourselves in the box. So we should. You don't want to get out of it.
We're putting ourselves in the box.
Yeah.
Okay. In this world.
No, in the way you say.
In this world. But you're saying that I'm putting us in the box today, right?
Yes, but African box.
I'm putting us in the box. I'm putting us in the box.
This is amazing to me.
It's amazing. No, and
it's to be expected.
No, it is. No, fam, right? We live in the UK. Hold on. We live in the. No, listen. Right? We're living in the UK right about now, which is a nation state. Yeah. That operates politics, economics, yes, social order to the benefit of the nation state of Britain.
And what is Britain represents?
Hold on, right? Britain. So, black people in this country, yes, have a particular experience in this country. Yes, we can look at the statistics and we understand certain things. Yeah? We're overrepresented, right? Yes, right? We're overrepresented in things like prison and mental health, unemployment, underemployment, and so on and so forth. Yeah, we're underrepresented in employment, entrepreneurship, and so on and so forth. So we,
but you have to mention that as well. You want to leave certain things out.
You could. We don't control the teams or the actual.
We couldn't. No, hold on.
It's about what we choose.
You said we're overrepresented in sport.
You have to take some
Hold on, Raven. He said we're overrepresented in sport. We are not overrepresented in sport.
has to come into it, bro.
We are not over.
Personal responsibility has to come into it.
Remember what you said. Hold on. Remember what you said. Because I'm going to come right back to personal responsibility. Right? You could say we're overrepresented in sport. We're not overrepresented in sport. We are overrepresented maybe in the playing of sport, but not in the industry of sport. Right? When it comes to hold on. We are not running any sport. We might be on the businesses. We are not running the business of sport. We are on the football pitch. We are not managing. We are not coaches. Right? So we are not overrepresented in sport. We might be overrepresented on the football pitch. Right? And that's questionable. But we are not overrepresented in sport. Right?
Why is that?
Hold on.
Because
please. So we in this environment could decide, you know what, there's no need for us to organise among ourselves because we're all human. Yeah? Let's just go forward in society based upon the value system of everybody in the society is human. And we would be, in Britain, probably the only people that are going to operate in that kind of framework. So we don't look for black businesses to support. We just look for businesses to support.
Respectfully, I want to link up.
You can't do that.
I'm just going to give a call. Just a quick.
No, wait. You have to know. You can't do that.
I want to give a call out to you. You can't do that. I'm not going to ask you.
Jedi, you can't do that, Jedi. You can't do that. No, you can't do that. No. Stick a pin in.
You can't stick a pin for a second. I am. That's why I'm even saying it. That's why I even text you. I would have just spoke over you, fam. I respect you. I'm saying, brothers, look, can we all get together and maybe make this a wider conversation in one where we can all involve everyone and we can just keep this moving? Is it possible? If you don't want to, that's what I want to do. You know what I'm going to do. That's what I'm saying.
We've done it already, man. We've opened the circle already.
I know, man, because now you lot was chatting, now he's chatting over there. Let's all just link up. Let's do our thing. What's up? If you don't want to be, if you just want to talk in your corner, let's display this oneness that man's talking about.
Fine, step in the thing in it.
I don't want to be.
Content over everything from your melody.
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. Listen.
COE.
Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to Sky YG. I just listen to COE. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to Sky YG. Man, just listen to COE. Man, just listen to COE. Man, just listen to COE. If you see me in COE, content over everything. COE.
Man, not even know BBC. Man, not even know ITV. Not even listen to the MUM. They just listen to COE.